All right, so we got the legendary Barabas. Ooh, hopefully I said that right. Is that how you say this word? The Dantioch. Ooh, how you say it? Explained by an Australian. Make sure you guys follow my Twitch at the bottom of the screen. King Andy with 2 Ys is in the description down below. And let's get right to this, man.
G'day guys and gal. It's no secret that I have a crush on loyalist space marines from traitor legions. Astartes who resisted the sheep-like tendencies of their brother space marines and defied their daddies in order to do what was right. These space marines are often of greater will and character than even the Astartes from loyalist legions, as it's easier to follow the emperor when your dad is also doing it. But to tell your dad to suck eggs and accept what will probably end in a painful death is some Sigmar-based alpha Chad vibe.
No, it's not. No, Yo, listen. Maybe it's just me, man. But this whole alpha base, alpha giga Chad, what's the other one? Tyro. Like all this other, like, you know, like, bro, I don't even know what to call this, like the little beta stuff. Like, I'm gonna keep it completely real with you, bro. I look at all that stuff as like corny, bro. Maybe that's just me. I don't know how you guys feel about that, bro. But like I don't know, bro. I'd never like, bro. I just now heard about like these words too, like the alpha, beta, Chad, Tyrone, and all that stuff, bro. I heard about that like I think like 2 years ago, like whenever I like first started learning about that stuff. So like it's just crazy on how like those are like an actual thing. So like, bro, like I just don't use it. Like it seems like corny to me. Maybe that's just me. And I'm not, listen, if you use those things, man, I'm not judging you. You know, use whatever vocabulary you want to use. It's just like I'll never wake up and be like, you know what, man, I'm an alpha or I'm a Tyrone. Like, bro, I'll just start laughing. Like, I don't know what. Maybe that's just me. Comment down below, man. Tell me how you feel about that. What do you guys think about that, man?
Dantioch is a chief example of this. A man who for a second didn't question his loyalty before single-handedly then clapping an entire Iron Warrior army and then going on to save the lives of both the Lion, Guilliman, and Alexis Pollux.
Okay.
3 key characters that without, the Imperium would be kind of doomed. That is worth talking about.
I mean, well, obviously Vulcan, you know, our Vulcan would just clean everything up, but we know that.
Before we get started, I'm happy to announce the latest and greatest everybody's favorite Iron Warrior to give the man the respect he deserves. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Let's go, man.
The Iron Warriors were a bunch of tough, competent bastards as a result of their extremely harsh Primarch Perturabo, who drove them to heights of tactical.
I'm gonna be real with you. They kind of, is this how they look? Their armor's kind of rusty. This is like, man, they look like they got dipped in copper. Like their armor's kind of like rusty. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like the actual color, what is this? Like yellow, like black and yellow. Why does it look dusty? Is this like a really crazy close up? Like, why does it look like that? Like, obviously you can still see like the color, but like at the same time, like it's kind of like foggy. Is that me or not?
Far above most other
Maybe that's just me.
None embodies this unbreakability more than Barabas Dantioch. He was the chosen son of Perturabo and his greatest warsmith.
All right, I'm gonna keep it real. Yo, Bobby is Dantioch, whatever your name is. His armor's nice. Man, he got the black shoulder pads with the. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. He actually looks pretty compy.
Leading the 50th
He looks pretty cool.
Expeditionary Fleet, he was tasked with engaging and battling a huge Harad infestation, killing them at all costs. A war that killed half of his grand company, as the Harad's ability to rapidly age Astartes into withered old men and then tear them apart was kind of overpowered. Barabas himself was aged around 3,000 years and took on a weathered appearance as well as developing a nasty cough. The Harad were beaten at huge cost.
Oh, he got the Arthur Morgan. Ooh, he got the Arthur Morgan. By the way, I will be playing Red Dead Redemption whenever I start on my Twitch and stuff like that, bro. Listen, best believe there are going to be so many like games that I play. Again, my first game that I'm going to be playing, like my first walkthrough game that I'm going to be playing, is Warhammer Space Marine 2. Really excited about it. Again, if you're not followed by follow my Twitch right now, bro. If you're watching, I know there's hundreds of you guys, sometimes thousands of you guys that watch right now. Follow my Twitch right now, bro. It would mean the absolute world, man, for you guys to check out my Twitch, man, because I cannot wait until I start streaming on there. But yeah, I will be playing Red Dead Redemption, obviously Space Marine 2, other games as well, Mario Kart, bro. Whatever games We're gonna be playing it all.
However, Barabas had noticed something. It seems as if their big migration that caused so much damage were the direct result of the Iron Warriors attempting to genocide them. Hence, if they just left them alone or quarantined their sector of space, they wouldn't be an issue. Barabas was like to Perty, "Oi, Dad, fucking, that was a shit idea. You fucked us." And Perty was like, "You little shit." Hence, Barabas was stripped of rank, honor, and the Terminator plate made for him to be exiled to a backwater world called Lesser Damantine, a world he was ordered to make compliant and then live out his days there. Barabas took a few dozen Iron Warriors with him and did as he was asked. But boy, our Dantioch doesn't do things in halves. After making the world compliant, the Mad Lad made the most fuck-off overpowered unbreakable fortress ever. It was called the Sharden Hold, and holy shit, it was like this upside-down fortress thingo deep in an underground cave. It had countless kill zones, choke points, and automated defenses.
Choke points? Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe I'm like a little like, you know, loose up here. Maybe. Yo, what's a choke point? I've never, well, like checkpoint? Did he mean to say checkpoint? I've never in my life ever heard a choke point before. That sounded freaky. That sounded a little Diddy-ish.
The beast even created hundreds of large brutish clones of himself to garrison it. It was the most overkill thing ever. However, it turned out to be a massive asset, as when the heresy broke out, Warsmith Krendel and demanded he resupply them and then join the traitor forces.
Okay.
Barabas wasn't a traitorous piece of shit though, and an Ultramarine emissary had come to Dantioch prior to inform him of the heresy, so he kindly told Krendel to eat a fat one and fuck off out of his fortress.
That's crazy. But one thing I want that I actually wanted to say, listen, if you guys ever grew up in the hood, I don't know, like, listen, I don't know how the hood is like in other countries, but I'm from America, and I'm gonna break down the hood for you, man. If y'all ever been to the hood, man, if you ever, you know, was into like, if you ever lived in like Section 8 housing and stuff like that, yo, and they had like air conditioning, man, this look like one of the vents right here, man, bro, I got instant nostalgia whenever I looked at this right here. I'm gonna be honest with you though, real life, you know, like you know, vents aside, hood vents aside, this right here looks absolutely hard, bro. This mask right here looks crazy. I don't know if he has like bad teeth or whatever, but like this looks cool.
He could have just riddled him with bullets then and there, but
Ooh,
Iron Warriors
Swiss
are generally
cheese
considered to be quite honourable, and since Barabas is the most iron of all Iron Warriors, it makes sense that he would allow this honour to his enemy. Krendel acted like a mustache-twirling villain and promised he would tear this fortress to the ground. Ooh, buddy, was he in for a treat. Krendel had thousands of Iron Warriors, millions of mortal infantry, countless artillery and armoured vehicles, aircraft, and even titans. Dantioch had a few dozen Iron Warriors, a small garrison of militia, and a bunch of his brute clones. To say he was outnumbered 1,000 to 1 would be a bit of an understatement. And guess what? For over a year, Dantioch bled the traitors, killing hundreds of enemy Iron Warriors, thousands of troops, and hundreds of pieces of armor.
Oh, he was like that, y'all. So is this guy, is he like still alive? Like, bro, I'm gonna be honest, this is my first time ever hearing about this guy, bro. Yo, he was like that. I'm gonna keep it real. Hey, I'll give props to what props is due. This guy was like that.
Even taking down a few titans. Every meter of ground the traitors gained was measured in the thousands of liters of their blood. Dantioch was the true master of siege. It was only when the enemy brought forth a Nurgle-like corrupted Imperator Titan did the fortress finally get breached.
Oh, hell.
But this was just as planned. Dantioch wasn't an idiot. He wouldn't just go down with his ship for no reason. Hence, he guided his few surviving Iron Warriors and the Ultramarine to a teleportation chamber. He then detonated thousands of explosives across the entire fortress that wiped out thousands of Iron Warriors and took out the Imperator Titan. It also fucked up Krendel pretty badly. As it blew up, Barbaros and his crew teleported onto the enemy Iron Warriors flagship, killed the small amount of traitors on board, and then took control of it.
Like
I don't think
maybe it was a glitch.
Such a crushing.
So, bro, legit, like before. So this is like equivalent to you basically like, this is like equivalent to you like basically setting like a claymore, like across the map. Somebody hitting that claymore and then like you leaving the game. Like somebody, like you literally kill somebody with the claymore and then like you just like disconnected from the game basically. It's literally what it was like. Okay, that was actually pretty cool. That was fly. That was hard. That was hard.
In the history of 40k, Dantioch and friends then attempted to travel to Terra to aid in the fortifications of the Imperial Palace. However, the Ruin Storm had cut them off, and instead they ended up in Ultramar. Guilliman was happy to see them as he knew of Dantioch's brilliance, and he got the report of what happened with the siege from his Ultramarine emissary that was with the Warsmith. Dantioch believed that he could help fortify Macragge. However, G-Man was like, yo dude, check out this hectic Xeno device. And Dantioch was like, sick. See, on the fringe of Ultramar, there was a world called Sothar that contained the Pharos device, an alien device that acted as a mini Astronomicon, a lighthouse in the warp. Dantioch was tasked with uncovering how to use it and to protect it. Dantioch quickly figured it out and was able to light up Macragge like a beacon, resulting in many of the scattered survivors of Istvan, Alexis Pollux's Retribution fleet, the Blood Angels, and the Dark Angels all getting through the warp storm and arriving at Macragge. When Alexis
that was
met
clutch.
Dantioch, he was hostile to him due to his intense racism towards Iron Warriors. However, little did
Man, they being it's so crazy because like you would think that like, bro, because obviously in real life, man, like nobody likes a racist person, right? Obviously, but like you would think that like bro, like racism is like level 1 in Warhammer. Like that's not even like the most horrible thing you can even find out about a person, bro. Like it's crazy on how bad and how brutal and just how like bro, just how flexible just bad things are in Warhammer. Like racism is level 1. That's nothing. Like me hearing about somebody being racist in Warhammer, that doesn't strike me. Like bro, I've heard horrible things about about people in the series. It's crazy.
they know that their initial hostility would result in the greatest bromance in all of 40k. See, as Dantioch and Pollux worked together, they gained a mutual respect, realizing that there was actually very little difference between the Iron Warriors and Imperial Fists, and that by working together, they were unbeatable, as they complemented each other's skill sets so well.
Dream
this
team.
friendship went even further when Pollux was ambushed by Conrad Curse. However, Dantioch was able to use the power of the Pharos device to detect Conrad and warn Pollux of his attacks. He was able to do this live from many worlds away, showing just how powerful the Pharos device was. Then he used it to teleport Pollux to safety, saving his life. He would repeat this teleportation trick to save both the Lion and Guilliman from a trap laid by Conrad, making Dantioch solely responsible for us both having the Lion and Guilliman as tabletop models right now. Fuck yes. Dantioch and Pollux would become more than friends. They were brothers. However, a splinter fleet of the Night Lords who had fled the wrath of the Dark Angels discovered Sothar and realized that if they captured the Pharos device, they could use it to find their lost flagship as well as their Primarch. Hence they attacked. The world wasn't super fortified, as the Loyalists wanted to keep it a secret. If they put a huge garrison on it, it would make it seem like an attractive target. The Night Lords only found out about it by chance. Alexis and a small garrison fought hard and well, but were cut down, with Alexis himself getting captured and tortured for information, and also for Dantioch to give up the Pharos.
Hey, man. Man, hey, if that was me, y'all, hey, I'm keeping it completely honest with you, bro. If that was me, and I'm getting bortured, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm not telling. Hey, if one of you guys were like in distress or whatever, right? And and obviously like me and you guys like we're tight, like we're cool, like we're the treacherous twins, and like they catch me or whatever, bro, and I get bortured, not tortured, and I get bortured. You guys know, bro. I'm not telling them Nathan. I'm not telling them nothing, and that's just how I feel, like I'm really down for the gang, like our gang. This is what I'm down for, like the gang, like this is what I'm down for, bro. So if they catch me and I'm getting tortured and they're like, yo, tell us about this, even though I know the answer, I'm not telling.
Device and let them have it. But Dantioch literally always has an ace up his sleeve. He overloaded the Pharos device while giving it specific final commands. Its eruption annihilated the Night Lords and prevented them from using it.
Wow.
Alexis was spared due to Dantioch's specific final commands, and even Dantioch himself survived, at least initially. However, the blast was still a massive kick to the balls, a ball kick that Pollux survived since he is like the size of a fucking Primarch, whilst Dantioch is a 3,000-year-old crippled man with a bad cough. Alexis runs to Dantioch and scoops his fallen brother in his arms. The explosion had knocked off Dantioch's face mask he always wore, and Pollux was shocked to see just how old Dantioch was. It was pretty emotional. Pollux cradles Dantioch, commanding him to live, as Dantioch thanks Pollux for being a good friend and a great brother. You gotta remember that Dantioch was the ultimate traitor. His legion had betrayed the Emperor and he had betrayed his legion. He was alone and hated by most on both sides, but Pollux had been there with him to the bitter end. Dantioch died with a smile on his face, his final words being, "All hail the Emperor of mankind, beloved by all. May his dreams be saved, even if we cannot. Now, Space Marines don't cry, but Pollux begun to cry. He was a lot more human than most other Astartes, and the grief of this loss was too much for him. He would sit there unmoving, Dantioch in his arms. Even when reinforcements arrived led by Guilliman, Pollux was still cradling Dantioch, denying all help. Only the direct order from Guilliman for Pollux to stand finally broke him out of his grief-stricken trance. Pollux still insisted on carrying Dantioch's body, as they gave the Warsmith a funeral for kings.
Oh, that's
Thus
nice.
ends the tale of Warsmith Barbaros Dantioch. However, Dantioch's legacy would live on. Guilliman was very public about Dantioch's sacrifice, hence his name and deeds became known. He was called the Warden of the Pharos and Hero of the Imperium by G-Man himself, and his mask would remain on the mountain that held the Pharos device. When the Scythes of the Emperor were created, the mask was used as a badge of office between them, as they continued to protect Sothar, the world Dantioch gave his life to secure. In the modern setting, when the Tyranids came to Sothar and wiped the world clean, killing the chapter master of the Scythes of the Emperor, the mask was burnt on his funeral pyre. Since Sothar had fallen, the role of Warden of the Pharos had become redundant. Dantioch's name is no longer remembered. However, the site of his funeral pyre on Sothar still exists, and is said to be the resting place of a traitor redeemed. The Scythes of the Emperor often think about this unknown warrior, wondering if he would be proud of them. Fuck, why am I getting emotional? Unfortunately, that wouldn't be the only leg.
I'm gonna keep, bro, I haven't spoken like 2 minutes. Hey, my bad, y'all. Dang it, bro. I kind of got like immersed into the, I kind of got immersed into the video. Like, man, that thing left me speechless. My tongue was on lockdown right there. I couldn't speak to save my life right there. That was actually pretty honorable. I kind of like that, bro. What's his name again? Barabas. You know what? I'm gonna just call you Barabas Dan. I'm gonna just say that, bro. Wowzers.
Dantioch would leave behind. The overloading of the
Ew, the termites.
To light up like a mega beacon across the warp and space, alerting the Tyranids to the existence of sentient life within the Milky Way. Hence, the actions of Dantioch directly led to the Tyranids' invasion and Sothar's eventual demise. But like, who the fuck could have known that was going to happen? So we'll give him a pass. Dantioch is one of the most badass, well-written, and enjoyable characters in the entirety of 40.
I'm gonna keep it honest with you, bro. I wish I knew more about the guy, because I can't lie to you, he does look cool, bro. He looks fly, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. He definitely does look fly.
Okay, and I'm honored to finally give him his own video. If you enjoyed the video,
shout out to Majorkill, man, for giving this guy like his own video, man, because I definitely never even like knew who this guy was. But I can't lie to you. There's a reason why it says the legendary Barabas Dan. I'm gonna say Dan because I don't want to mess up the last name. Man, I was about to say Barabas Donovic or Doncic, like the basketball player. Other than that, man, comment down below. What do you guys think about this? Also, man, make sure you guys follow my Twitch right now, man. We are right now at 72 followers on Twitch, and we're literally that close to that 100, man. If you guys can, for my birthday, it is my birthday. I know you guys are seeing this on my birthday, man. Make sure you guys go follow the Twitch, man, for my birthday. Please, that's the only present that I need. I don't need no other present. Make sure you guys give a follow to my Twitch, man. That would mean the absolute world. I cannot wait to start streaming for you guys, man. Playing all sorts of games, and indulging into all other types of foolery. Just to see, where the streaming thing will go. I'm actually really excited to start streaming. But I do want to get all the equipment for you guys. So so everything could at least look good, And other than that, man, I'm really excited to see where this Twitch streaming thing will go. And just know, man, I'm gonna try my best to do what I can, And other than that, if you guys are actually not subscribed over here, it's free, brother. Make sure you just guys tap that button. Other than that, man, I'm gonna see you guys later. Fixing them out. Peace out.